All right. Check, 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 check. All right. Now I just gotta do this real fast. It's not helpful. All right. Oh my god. It's a little inconvenient. So I don't know why my right button on my right click on my mouse isn't working right now. Not sure why. Right. Let the server know. Right. I think that did it. All right, let me just get into the studio now. Come on. Right. Alrighty. Hey Ace, hey Gargan, hey Ultra. Glad you all could join us. Yeah, I decided to do it at the end of the day. Yeah, I was a bit on the fence about doing it at first. Like, I wasn't sure if I was gonna have time, but here we are. And I know I'm a little late. I know show's gonna start in like 15 minutes. But that's how the cookie crumbles. Just gotta plug in my charger. Also having a bit of a I don't know what's been happening with my nose, but I've been having like a stuffy nose, but also it's been stuffy at points, but also runny at points, which is really annoying. Um, Plug that in. Who we got? Hey Ultra, welcome to the server. Changing of the seasons. Oh yeah, yeah, it should be pretty exciting. Yeah, I'm just kind of all over the place. But yeah, I've been like all over the place today with like work and obviously getting all this together and it's a and I got like a whole bunch of like stuff lined up like because like I still have to record the Australian Survivor video that's coming out on Saturday. Got to record that. Traders is happening tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it tonight considering how late it's gonna be. In that, but anyway, I gotta watch that. Make the video for that. And then I gotta make this. So that's the plan actually. So next Wednesday, instead of doing the season 5 ranking, I'm gonna do the season 22 ranking because it's gonna be relevant. Yeah, I figured I'm gonna do it eventually. Why not just do it now or when it's fresh in everyone's minds? But obviously, tonight we are here watching the finale live. It should be starting in a little over 10 minutes now. We got our final three of Jonathan versus Ryan versus Sammy. Now, I said this before, I'll say it again. I think we are getting a Jonathan Ryan final two. I feel like that's been set up for a bit now. And then I think Jonathan's going to win. I know there are people out there saying that Ryan's going to win, but I feel like Jonathan's win. I feel like Jonathan's like storyline of him talking about his family, like even though it's really out in front and in your face and stuff, I just can't imagine that a show like this, a show presented in the style of Hell's Kitchen, would have that be such a big focus only for Jonathan to get second. I feel like for so much of the season, Ryan has been getting more of the like setup to his eventual downfall here. I feel like Ryan has like more elements of him. Like I feel like we've seen more of Ryan's flaws, even though Jonathan had that one bad episode. And that's just so that's my mindset going into this finale, but obviously we'll see what happens here. You should play Bit Life. What's Bit Life? It's life. What? Who made this? Who made this? It's so weird. Okay, don't play Bit Life. Okay. Okay, I won't. Sammy third, Ryan second, Jonathan first. Yeah, I can very well see that happening. Bryce asked me to play it. I don't remember that. Might have been a little bit ago. It might have been a little bit ago. Man, I am so blocked up right now. My nose at least. So obviously it's gonna be a 2-hour finale here. But yeah, I mean, we'll be here together watching it for all 2 hours, and then afterwards we're gonna be doing the after stream with Flynn, U Ultra, and I believe Ruby's joining as well. So that should be fun. But yeah, I didn't really have much of a plan going into this stream. I was just hoping to be a bit low key about all of it. I was going to I was gonna do something, but at this point, like we're like so close to the start of the show. Oh, I was gonna do like some setup to the. I was just gonna do some like housekeeping stuff for Australian Survivor. And my right click isn't working. I don't know why it's not working. Like everything else is working, like the scroll, the cursor, the left click. I don't know why my right clicker is not working. I'm so used to clicking it all the time. Anyway, gotta use the right. Gotta use the key. Who's your winner pick for Australian Survivor? I think I'm leaning more towards Frankie, if I'm being honest. I know like TMR made his video where he picked he picked a PETA, I believe, as his winner pick. Uh I mean PETA's good. Like to be fair, like I've only read the bios. Like I should probably listen to some of the videos before I actually make the video. But what did I say? I made a thread where I gave my first reactions to them. So what did I say about PETA? Uh, again, I think PETA will be fine on the show. But I don't know. Probably not my winner pick personally. I do like Viola a lot. I feel like Viola could be interesting. Valeria, she could be like another Liz, but she could also just be like an early boot, like depending on how she comes off socially. Um, again, I feel like Frankie's probably the person that I feel the best about. But at the same time, I feel like she kind of fits this she fits the similar mold to like Kelly from 45. Like I feel like she is sort of like this archetypical good player that will like obviously be like well rounded around the bat. She'll do fine on the show. I do worry she could be cut like in a similar spot to Kelly, where she could just be sniped out of the game due to her being like this big threat, or like this player that everyone assumes is just going to be like this amazing player. I don't know. I feel like Australian Survivor, she's probably better off. She'll probably fare better on Australian Survivor than Survivor US, where people have picked up on that. I feel good about Nathan. Nathan could be interesting. Who else? Alex could be interesting. I feel like Alex kind of fits as like Matt. He obviously reminds me a lot of Matt from like Heroes versus Villains. You know, like someone who'll do well, probably make it deep into the game. I don't know. We'll see like if he'll actually like get to the end and win, obviously, because Matt obviously lost at the end. Then who else was there? I was also kind of high on Rihanna too. Like I feel like Rihanna could be an interesting player. My winner pick is Garrick. If he doesn't rub people the wrong way in the pre-merge and can win challenges at the end, he has his locked up. His ability to read people from his bio is a great sign. What? Um, yeah, I Garrick is definitely high variance in my view. Like he's obviously like gonna be pretty old. He's talks about like how he wants to be like young and hip and stuff. So like I feel like he'll probably I feel like he'll definitely try more to fit in than like what I thought about Pegleg coming into UK. I wouldn't say Garrick's like super locked into it. I feel like his best case scenario is probably like a Jerry from Heroes versus Villains as well. I don't know. Um, so yeah, I think those are largely like contenders here, or at least without actually putting up the power ranking. I'm probably gonna put it all together tomorrow and then formalize that. But I think he's pick here. Anyway, we are about 2 minutes from the start of the show. We got 5 people in the stream now, so that should be pretty good. Should probably get on my broadcast of the show so I won't miss a thing. All right. All right, got the show on. Still commercial though, so not much is happening right now. My winner pick is Whistle Edit. Who's Whistle Edit? J Hutch. J Hutch. That's PETA, right? Because You weren't the only one that called her that today, right? And I am so backed up right now. Watch a whistle edit. Okay. Oh, it's another Hunger Games thing. Okay. All right, we are now getting into the finale. Here we go. We got 5 people on stream. Yeah, right now they're just doing the recap from the last round. Nothing too crazy here. Still here. Was just finishing up there. Oh, glad you could join us, Ultra. Should be pretty exciting stuff. Yeah, show the recap. Of becoming head chef at Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen restaurant at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. All right. All right, now we're picking up. All right, we're just getting each of their reactions to being in the final 3. Up there it is. He just talked about having Saxon on his back. I'm just so happy I have the order for the memory wall inside Ramsay's office. I know. Oh, nice. All right, we're now getting a phone call. All right, now Ramsay is calling them down. This feels so much nicer than the older seasons. Like, yeah, I'm on season 10 right now on my watch through. And yeah, it's like the peak of Ramsay kicking people out of the kitchen and just like the edit completely dunking on people. It's like, yep, like seems like it would have been awful to be on the show at the time and get like a crap edit. All right, so I'm guessing we're getting flashbacks now. All right, so John from season 11. I have not met him yet. Yes. Oh yeah, it's a million times more mellow than season 10. All right, so they're doing this like wheel thing. So I guess they're gonna go into different parts of the place. All right, so Ryan's on the patio. Sammy's in the office, and Jonathan's in the dorm. All right, so I'm guessing they're each meeting with like a sous chef or something. All right, so this is Chef Jonathan. Okay, yeah, this is sous chef John. Looks like. For now, Sammy is with Christina. Yeah, which by the way, like with season 10 and everything, yeah, Christina's definitely changed a lot in the time since her season here. Yeah, she looks like pretty different. And then Jonathan's there with Jason. All right, so now they're doing like some one-on-one training. All right, so it looks like they're just putting together some menus. John was the true winner of season 11. Janelle Mary never had the same success he has had. So Jonathan has Jay. So Jonathan has Jay, Sammy has Christina, and then Ryan has John. Yeah, so they're each going to talk about like what they want to do now. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, this is mostly just kind of boring right now. They're just delving into the specifics. Let's get to the service. Yeah, they're talking more about the American dream. Oh wow. Yeah, we are sure you're getting more of Sammy's like personal content. Like, I just feel like it's like too late in the season. So to be fair, I mean, like, obviously, like Hell's Kitchen Edgic isn't as like again, it's not as consistent from what I've seen compared to Survivor, obviously. And obviously, like, I haven't seen like a ton of recent seasons, so I can't speak to how like it's evolved over time outside of like the first 10 seasons. All right, so they're probably just going to the restaurant now. Oh, never mind. They went to the Coliseum. Is this like where they're having the challenge? Probably. And there's commercial, because that's Hell's Kitchen for you. All right, so we got some stuff happening now. My right clicker still is not working. I don't know why it's not working. This. So yeah, so far it seems to be like a pretty standard start, like nothing too crazy, but obviously we got 2 whole hours to work with here. Hey Flynn, how you doing? We are currently watching the season finale, giving some live hot takes here. We're currently commercial, so we are at the final three of Jonathan, Sammy, and Ryan. They had just had private meetings with each of their sous chefs, with Jonathan getting Jay, Sammy getting Christina, and Ryan getting John from season 11. Haven't seen the season yet, but again, cool callback. I'm sure it'll make more sense to me when I actually watch that season. Christina has been the advisor for Corey, then Megan, then Daphne. So one winner, two runners up. That's probably a good sign. I haven't watched Total Drama reboot. I started watch, so I have seen season one of the reboot. I saw like when it first like was coming out like back in like last April. I didn't like, though to be honest, like I don't remember it super well because like I didn't take notes during it, and like I watched it in a really haphazard way where it's like I would watch it like two episodes at a time, and like the like mega file that I was getting it on kept crashing, and like it wouldn't let me watch too much at once. So I felt like I was watching it in a really haphazard way to where it made it harder for me to remember it like after the fact. But it was fine from what I remember. I do want to rewatch it though. Season two, I have started watching it. I am behind though. I know I'm finished. I haven't finished it though. Like I think I got to the merge or like right before the merge, but again, like I had to catch up on that. But there's that. We are back from commercial now. We are currently at the LA Coliseum. I'm guessing this is gonna be a challenge. And like we got another guest here. Didn't catch their name though. Got Carl Lewis, the 100 former 100-meter world record holder. Just got to tie into the theme a little more of the American Dream. Uh, Whereas the guests, judges, then John 21. Okay. Two third place finishers, one winner. That's interesting. I don't usually plug, but I make Toll Drama reviews on my channel. If you liked my thoughts on the series, I review each episode individually, and I made it up to World Tour. I think you told me about that, Ultra. Like, that's pretty cool. Like, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen like any like Toll Drama content on YouTube, but yeah, I'll probably have to check that out. I do have some Total Drama videos on my other channels though. Like I have like done it like on the other channel, but like haven't done anything on like my main channel yet. But yeah, Sammy is getting a ton of content here. Yeah, she got to talk about her mom. Yeah, she's getting to prop herself up a little bit. Okay, so I guess now we're getting to a helicopter. I'm not sure what the point of that was. When they said inspiration, I thought they were just gonna go to the actual like restaurant because like I know like that's like a thing that happens where it's like they'll take them to the restaurant at least once to like make sure that they have their eyes on the prize. Jonathan's the person I want to win the least. That's fair. I actually found out like so my brother's actually been watching Hell's Kitchen actually. Like he's not much of a fan either, but like he started getting to it this past season. And like he actually finds Jonathan really annoying. Like he actually said he actually wants Ryan to win. So I don't know. Again, like I don't think there's any I don't think there's anyone here that I'd be like that upset about winning. Because I feel like for the most part these are all solid chefs. I'd be happy with any of them winning to be honest, but I guess the Jonathan win would probably vindicate me the most, but we'll see what happens. Me and my friend want Ryan or Sammy to win. Yeah, that's fair. All right, so now they're in like the big tower in downtown LA. Okay, now they're just trying on clothes. Like, what is the point of any of this? This feels like a complete waste of time. Can anyone explain to me like what the point of any of this is? Okay, so they just got all dressed up and now they're just having lunch with Ramsey. Like I didn't like I guess I gotta fill out the time somehow. Build up the actual final challenge as much as yeah, pretty much. Yeah, there's no point to any of this. All right, so now Jonathan's talking to Ramsey about Saxon for the 528,600th time this season. All right, so now Sammy is sharing her story. You didn't know Jonathan was a single dad? What? Where have you been all season? Where have you been all season? Yeah, I never much cared for this portion. In fact, one of my favorite finales was season 12 because they kept that part especially short. I think like the peak of finales was probably like I feel like probably like season like 5 to like where I am now in the series is probably like I think that's probably like the ideal situation where it's like on one hand like I don't think it's great that they're having like a double eviction at the final four. No, I think it's like they had like a not elimination at the final four, and then they have a double boot at the second final four episode, which I think is kind of stupid. It's like just why not just have like a regular round so that there's not like a completely useless episode. But I feel like the way that they handle the finales, like in like recent in like the seasons that I've been watching, they've been okay. Where it's like they mostly skip over like the actual design part, where like they're like designing the themes of the restaurant. they're skipping over all the distractions. Like they're kind of just getting right to the chase with like Final Two challenge, the teams, and then you get right to the service. Like I feel like that's probably like the ideal way of going about it. And to be fair, like I feel like the Final Four like double boo is probably better than this, where it's like they're literally doing nothing here. I just knew he was a dad, not that he was single. Actually, that's a good point. Like I don't remember how many times they mentioned him being a single dad. Actually, it probably has come up a couple times. Not noticing that Jonathan's a single father is kind of like not noticing Kimmy is from the South. Are you meaning Kimmy from season 10, the season that I'm currently watching? Because I know like she's like a bit southern. I think. Where is she from actually? Where is Kimmy from season? Okay, she's from Memphis. That's right. Oh yeah, that's right. They mentioned it on the show too. I hope the final two is Jonathan and Ryan. Uh, yeah, like I think that'd be a good final two. Okay, it is Kimmy from season 10. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like season 10, like it's not fun. Like I feel like it's not. I feel like season 9 and season 10 are probably not as fun as like the last couple seasons. Like I kind of enjoy myself watching season 8. Season 7 was fine. Season 6 was great. Season 5 was pretty good, relatively speaking. But season 10, it's like you have like Robin who just won't shut up, and like she's so like annoying. Like she's constantly like getting into fights with people, and it's like she like really is dragging down the season. You have like Tiffany who hates Barbie for no reason, and like she's finding every reason in the world to throw Barbie under the bus. Even though like the show again, like sort of similar to Elise from like season 9. I feel like I feel like compared to like those other like hated like people like of the season, I feel like Barbie like has been like more propped up than Elise. Like Elise was like constantly annoying. And yes, while Elise was like a competent chef, like she was annoying. Barbie is like a competent chef and someone who's like vilified, but I feel like she's a toned down version of Elise. I feel like we have not seen as much cattiness from Barbie compared to Elise, which makes Tiffany's hatred of Barbie comes even more out of left field in my eyes. Elise and Robbie both returned. Oh no. I mean, I feel like Elise I'd be fine with a return from. Though obviously we'll see how that goes. Robin, I'm done with Robin. Like I feel like that's such a devastating, not devastating. I feel like that's a really under like if you're having like a single like returnee season, or I guess like two returnee seasons, and you have like 16 seasons of chefs to choose from, why on earth would you pick Robin? It's like she's like not very good as a chef, and like she's like yes, she's like a villain, but she's like an annoying villain. And she's one who just constantly finds every reason in the world to just like pick fights with people. It's just so annoying. It makes me think like it makes me think of like trashy reality TV. Like basically the image most people get in their heads when they think of reality TV, like where it's just like trashy. I feel like Robin like doesn't help our case here when we're trying to like prop up like the genre here. Anyway, we're still a commercial here. Oh, you kind of like Robin. She's not a great chef. That's fair. Anyway, season 10's a bit train wrecky. Okay. You have no idea how the season hit. Oh yeah. Like I've been seeing like just how like vicious they've been. Like they've been like pretty bad. Season 9 was also pretty bad. Like the red team there. But I feel like the season 10 team is like on another level. It feels like. Anyway, back from commercial now. They're now in like this back room or something. I'm guessing these are all like props used from like earlier this season, it looks like. They framed like the moment for the premiere. Like, why did they do that? Why are we wasting time on like recaps and stuff? Jonathan has had 10 confessionals, Ryan 8, Sammy 16, Robin is Scrappy, New Gray oh yeah, I read that. Then final three walking into the challenge. Who's your favorite singer? I have not thought about that much. But there's a lot of singers that I like. Like um I like Ed Sheeran. Like Ed Sheeran's pretty good. Yeah, we're just having more flashbacks now to like these challenges. Jonathan, Ryan, final two. I agree. And Jonathan wins. Which season are you on? I'm on season 10 right now. I'm in the middle of season 10, which again I'm not gonna lie, I've not been enjoying season 10 as much as the other seasons. I think it's definitely brought down by the red team. Like I just don't really care much for this red team with all their like fighting and stuff and like all the focus on Robin. It also has a lot of pacing issues too. It's like why do we have three two-part episodes in the pre-Black Jackets? Like why are we stretching out the final 13, final 11 and final 9 rounds into 2 episodes each? Like why are we doing this? Why are we making the season longer for no reason? And one of those two-parters was like entirely dedicated to the Robin and Kimmy feud, which was just exhausting to watch in my opinion. You root for Christina and Dana. I feel like they've just been under-edited right now. Like I know Christina wins obviously, and I know that Dana gets third, and it looks like Ramsey's handing them letters. Are these letters from home we're getting right now? Oh, they're tickets. Okay, it's just like a prize or whatever. Yeah, it's still filler right now. Not much is happening. This is a big waste of time. And they're back in Hell's Kitchen now. Anyway, season had those two parters due to drama being very interwoven. I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, I get that they wanted to showcase the drama, but it's like I don't know. Like, I just didn't find it very fun to watch, in my opinion. And they also had the stupidest cliffhanger too, for one, where it's like the cliffhanger was like right before service, where like Kimmy was it was right before service where Kimmy like burnt her hand, and they made it sound they really played up like this injury, like she was about to get medevaced, right? And it's like to be continued. Next episode, oh, it's fine. Like you can go back in the kitchen now. It's like we've seen worse injuries than this up to this point. Like why? Like I don't know. I just felt like a really cheap cliffhanger there. Uh, all right, so now we're getting to the challenge here. All right, so now we got 60 minutes on the clock. We got to make these dishes here. We got a big crowd here, people. All right, so we got Toya now. Toya like was rooting for Jonathan. Tommy is an underrated bad chef. Oh yeah, Tommy's pretty bad. Tommy from season 9. Yeah, I find him pretty underwhelming. Elizabeth is underrated, under edited. Oh yeah, from season 10, like I'm not gonna lie, like for a lot of the season I couldn't tell the difference between Danielle and Elizabeth. I think they're both in the same season, right? uh or is it season 9? No, 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 season 10 has Danielle. So wait, who was it that I couldn't tell the difference? I know I was mixing. Oh, it was Dana and Danielle. Yeah, like I couldn't tell the difference between the two for a lot of it. Okay, Elizabeth season 9. Yeah, my bad. Kimmy's burn may be inconsequential, but they had a lot of stuff going on in the service and for both kitchens. So that may. Oh yeah, I mean it makes sense. Like if you had to put it in a cliffhanger, like that's probably like where you put it. But I just found it a little silly though. So anyway, they're doing the service now. They're doing the challenge. All right, so looks like the challenge is done now. Or at least the cookie period's done. I'm guessing we're gonna get another commercial. Yep, another commercial break. And then yeah, I mean, we're probably just gonna see the results after that. We're probably gonna be a cliffhanger again. Like this is for someone who hasn't seen like a modern season, who hasn't seen like the modern Final Three format. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. But yeah, I'm just here for the time being. Anyway, first time since season 16. Oh, second time since season 16 where the Final Three never got nominated. First time since season 16, second time in history. Oh, that's pretty interesting, actually. Yeah, I did notice that though, like that this Final Three has never been nominated, which is like pretty interesting. Now, I do wonder to a degree, like if this been like an older season, obviously someone would probably be nominated around the Final Four, probably. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Or at least if like the last round before Black Jackets was like a normal service. Because obviously, like you have like Ryan there, who's obviously like the straggler, like the last one in. Is there any way I can like bump this up? There we go. Who would you say got purple this season? Um, Again, from my impression of it, Sammy seemed to have been under-edited at points. I think Lee was also pretty under-edited for the most part. I feel like I wasn't like paying as much attention to the edit for a lot of it, or at least paying as much attention to people that were not contenders in my eyes. I feel like I wasn't taking notes the same way that I've been taking notes with like the other seasons, but yeah, I feel like Lee's been under-edited, Sammy to a degree as well, which is why I don't feel that confident Sammy's winning. And even with her spiking content, yeah, maybe she can make final two. But I feel like it's leaning towards Jonathan and Ryan, or at least you would think. Ryan almost got nominated in episode 3, and Jonathan was almost nominated in final 6, but when they could have got up. Oh yeah, there's definitely like caveats here, but still the fact that they didn't actually go up of the block is like pretty interesting. You think Jason is making someone lose in the finale? I mean, it's possible. I mean, you never know with Jason. The red team this season was under. Oh yeah, yeah. I feel like all the big characters from the season outside of like Carmen came from like the blue team. But I feel like Dunn, like Atoya was underedited a lot. Who else was not shown that much? Yeah, I feel like Atoya was definitely underedited. Edited. I feel like Devin is someone we didn't see much of either, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just forgetting. I feel like Melissa also didn't get that much content. Anyway, we're back from commercial now. We're gonna get to these results here. All right. So we got Carmen Atoya. Who is it? Is this Glada de Laurentiis? I that's a weird thing. Like they have these celebrity guest chefs, these celebrity chefs come on a lot, and I have no idea who any of them are. But then every time they show up, like we get like confessionals from like the players talking about, oh my god, I read all their books, I follow them everywhere. Like we act like we are supposed to know who they are. Anyway, we got Jonathan up first. All right, so first course right now, Jonathan's is pretty good. Now they're putting up Sammy's. All right, Sammy's dish is also pretty good. Melissa was eliminated with 8 mistakes, 4 mistakes in 5 services, and most of them came in our boot round, right? So yeah, probably not great. You only know Gianna from some Scooby Doo movie. That's cool. All right, Ryan is up. All right, so she seemed to like all their dishes to start off. All right, so Jonathan got 10 points. All right, that's pretty good. All right, so Sammy got a 9. All right, then Ryan got a 9. All right, so right at the bat, we got Jonathan in the lead with 10 points. With Sammy and Ryan right behind with 9 points. All right, so now we're getting course 2. We got Brian Malarkey as the judge here. What's up with this guy's hair? Like he's got like a mohawk going on. All right, so course 2. All right, so course 2. Guy likes Sammy's dish. We got Ryan up next. All right, he didn't seem to love it as much. Ryan's dish. All right. All right, let's get the point values here. He's probably getting 10. I can't tell if they're all good or if these people are just like super nice. Okay, so we just gave them all 10 points. So, okay. All right, so Jonathan is still in the lead now with 19. No, Jonathan's in the lead with 20 points. Well, while Ryan and Sammy have 19. All right, so now we're getting to course 3. Yeah, it's like it's hard to tell like if they're all just on the same level or if they are like or the judges are just being like super nice. But to me, I think they're all just pretty good because like we saw during the Black Jacket challenge that like Ramsey was like pretty glowing about all of them. Anyway, course 3 now. We got Ryan up first. All right, she likes it. All right, so now we got Jonathan coming up. All right, she likes it too. She's probably gonna like it too. Oh my god, it's a cliffhanger. We all know she's gonna like it. Jonathan's gonna be first. Yeah, it's hard to judge something perfect, but you can't compare it to something that isn't perfect. Yeah, I agree. It'd be funny if one of these days a chef gets one or two. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. But yeah, it's just really hard to gauge. Like, yeah, it's just really hard to gauge because like they're all like neck and neck, and all the critics so far have been like, "This dish is amazing. This dish is the greatest thing I've ever witnessed." So it's like, and again, I can't tell if they're just being nice, if they're just not being mean anymore, or if they are just genuinely that good. I think they are genuinely that good, but it's making it really hard to like guess what's going to happen next. Oh yeah, like I think Sammy's dish is going to be great. Like, I mean, it's like, again, like this is a pretty classic fake out here. I don't think there's going to be like much of a drop off this run at least. Do keep in mind they get a ton of help from Christina, Jason, and John. Okay, yeah, that definitely helps. Like, oh yeah, they were very much in the kitchen helping them with their dishes and stuff. It's so great. I'm gonna give her a 7. Oh yeah, yeah. You know that's gonna happen at some point. Will you make a 22 chef ranking? Yes. That is actually the plan for next Wednesday's video. Instead of season 5, like I'm gonna do 22 next. 7 out of 10. C minus. Good job. Yeah. You got it, Bucko. HK4, there were no standout chefs. I would agree. Because like, yeah, because I feel like Petroza was the best chef there. Yeah, I had Petroza number one, and like even he's like not like the greatest chef in the grand scheme of things. He was just like above the rest. And then like Corey, like again, like I think Corey's better than Christina. But even then, like I don't know, like I feel like Corey like probably doesn't stand out that much as like a third place finisher. Petroza, R.I.P. He lost because of his age. Oh yeah, I did hear that though that he did pass away, which is pretty sad. But yeah, like, I do agree very much that he lost because he was too old. Christina was all over the place. I would agree with that. Special so far, Jonathan is at 18, Ryan is at 13, Sammy 24, and Atoya and Donya at 1 each, I'm assuming. But yeah. But yeah, I feel like they're definitely giving Sammy a lot of focus here. Which, if I had to guess, that probably means she's a third place boot, but you never know. If people say Ryan was robbed this season, it's BS. I would agree because it's like Ryan was literally saved by like the black jacket, like them deciding to have like one more black jacket. Anyway, we're back for commercial now. Time to get the resolution here. All right, yeah, she said it was fine. And now we get to the point values. All right, so Ryan gets a 9. Oh, Jonathan got an 8. So Jonathan and Ryan are now tied. All right, so now what is Sammy gonna get? Okay, so Sammy got an 8. So the score right now is Jonathan and Ryan are tied at 28. Sammy is currently trailing with 27 points. And we are now getting to the fourth course. All right. Michael something. All right, Jonathan's up first. All right, he didn't love Jonathan's dish. That's the vibe I get. All right, Sammy's up next. Yeah, it's pretty good. He seems to like it. He did give some like some criticism though, but he seemed to like it. All right, now Ryan is up. All right, he seemed to like Ryan's the most. I think Ryan's gonna pass Jonathan here. I feel like that's what we're setting up to. I feel like Ryan's gonna win this in first, and I feel like Jonathan's barely gonna survive. I feel like. All right, so scores now. What's that? Did he get a 9? Wow, he got a 9. All right, so Sammy also got a 9 here. And then Ryan got a 10. So Ryan is now in the lead with 38. So 38 Ryan, 37 Jonathan, Sammy 36 going into the final round here. I believe he said it was 5 dishes. All right. Yep, it's final round here. I got Curtis Stone doing the judging here for the final round. It is tight here. All right, so Sammy is up first. All right, so he liked it. Alrighty. So now it's Ryan's turn. All right. All right, he seems to like it too. All right, now it is Jonathan's turn here. All right, so he does like it. He did say he was worried about it when he was looking at it, but he does like the taste of it. All right, so Ryan's up first. All right, Ryan has gotten a 10. He is guaranteed a spot in the final two. He is guaranteed with the lead with 48 points. All right, so it is now between Jonathan and Sammy to get to the end. All right, so now it is Sammy's turn. All right, Sammy has gotten 9, 45. Jonathan has 37, meaning he needs at least an 8 to tie Sammy. He needs at least an 8 to tie 9 to get to the finale. In his commercial. I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to pull it out. But yeah, let me just rearrange this slightly. Oh, nope. Alrighty. Um, we had to knock Ryan being saved by his son last minute. Oh yeah, like I feel like if you like, regardless of like if he's on the winner ranking or the runner-up ranking, that will be a knock to him that he was saved by the last minute change. Ryan's in the final two, Jonathan. Congrats to Ryan and by extension Flynn. Oh, did Flynn like win his draft or something? Pretty sure my draft pick gets third here. I can't imagine Jonathan's dish getting a 7. Oh yeah, I think Jonathan's getting a 9 because like I don't think they would have it like what like I'm guessing the tiebreaker would be like a runoff. Like they have to make like a one more dish. But it's like with especially with something like this, it's like why have a tie when you could not have a tie? You know, especially with a time left, it's not going to a tie. I think Jonathan's gonna pull it out. Like again, I feel like him. I feel like the talk about him being worried about like the like presentation, like it's gonna be like a misdirect. Probably gonna lead to there being. Probably gonna lead to Jonathan pulling it out. If I had to guess. If Sammy pulls it out though, I think Ryan has it in the bag. In a way, still a commercial though. Yeah, so we're gonna have the finale immediately after this, which is why I'm streaming here. Anywho, we're back in commercial now. All right, so he's gonna score Jonathan's now. Remember, Jonathan needs at least an 8 to tie and a 9 to win. Oh my god. And with that, Jonathan has gotten a 9. And with that, we have gotten to our final two, Jonathan and Ryan. Oh my now we're getting Jonathan's confessional, one more dinner service. And miraculously, my right click is working again. That's funny. But there we go. We got our final two, just as the doctor ordered. Anyway. Anyway. Why are they congratulating the returning chefs? What do they do in this episode? All right, so Ryan gets the first choice in his team. All right, so Ryan has picked Sammy for his team. All right, so now they're just doing their picks. Jonathan's up. He's gonna pick Demir probably. All right, he just picked Demir for his team, first overall. All right, interesting. Ryan has picked Jason as his second pick. All right, Jonathan has picked Danya with his next pick. All right, Ryan has picked Carmen with his third pick. All right, Lee is off the board, going to be on Jonathan's team. And Sandra. All right. And by default, Jonathan got a toy. All the focus was on Jonathan during the segment, by the way. Anywho, Christina Wilson's track record as advisor is now 1 winner, 1 runner-up, and 2 third placers. Interesting stuff. Rookie mistake by picking Jason, I assume. Ryan loses HK because he picked Jason. Yeah, I don't know why he picked Jason. Yeah, it probably wasn't the best pick in the world. Jason was nominated 5 of 8 times he was eligible. Yeah, that's not great. That's not particularly great. This strikes me as a pretty questionable brigade for Ryan. Oh yeah, like I feel like I feel like Jonathan for sure has the more well-rounded team. Like I feel like with Demir and Lee alone, like are pretty solid picks. And like, I mean, yeah, like Danya is like kind of whatever. Atoy is like whatever too. But like, I feel like I'd rather have them than Jason. Anyway, we're gonna get straight into the finale here. Yep. All right, we are now getting to the finale here. Yeah, they're just doing the recap right now. Ryan is third on my chef ranking. I'm gonna need to think about again. I haven't formally put it together yet, but yeah, I feel like the black jacket thing is gonna be a pretty major knock to Ryan's game here, to where he'll probably be third if I had to guess. But to be fair, Lee was the last in, right? Oh, yeah. But to be fair, okay, yeah. I think Samuel will probably be two. Probably Jonathan one. Oh yeah, top six will be Black Jackets. Oh yeah. I think right now, if I were to do the ranking right now, it's probably gonna be Jonathan one, Sammy two, Ryan three, Demir four, uh, I guess Lee five, and then Carmen six. I'm guessing. It would just be straight up wrong to send any of them home. I mean, you gotta send somebody home. I mean, it's a competition. And I feel like by letting Ryan get through, you just screw over Demir later on. So it's I don't really get it from that perspective, having non-elims like this, because it's at the end of the day, you have to eliminate somebody. You gotta eliminate them at some point. You gotta make the tough calls. We saw Devin and Jermaine, Mateus and Jason and Sammy and Melissa. We were never shown Jonathan or Ryan walking through those doors. The premiere. Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, so those are the people that did the door thing in the premiere. That's interesting. I wasn't paying attention to that. I kind of wish we got to see that part because that would have been some awesome foreshadowing. I don't know. I feel like the door thing was probably a red herring. Definitely something people would point to. Lee lacked of experience and her not being able to cut a Wellington was stupid. Oh yeah, that's a pretty dumb mistake, but outside of that, she wasn't a terrible chef. Keep in mind Demir sent himself up to be for elimination. His nomination was not plea was not very impressive. Oh yeah, once he was on the block, it wasn't great, but again, in most circumstances where it's a single elimination, he probably gets another chance. But it's just with the need for there to be a double, he had no shot at that point. So now we're just getting to the meetings now. Jonathan's doing his whole thing of what he wants to do. Confessional count after 15 episodes. Jonathan, 161. I did not realize it was that much. Wow, 161 confessionals. Ryan, 129. Sammy, 109. Carmen, 104. Lee, 93. Jason, 84. Sandra, 78. Danya, 76. Atoya, 72. Demir, well, yeah, I can kind of see it. 58 confessionals. I mean, I know for sure that there's not like a direct correlate. In fact, I know for sure that like the winner on the seasons I've seen, like they're usually not like the top confessional getters, like unless they're like Mike. I think Michael's kind of out in front. I know Dave also got a decent amount of content, but all right. So it looks like John was talking about Jonathan going for a simple menu here. Carmen doesn't shine tonight. Ryan can't win. Demir only had 58. Yeah, I can see it because I felt like even at the time when I was still high on Demir, I did feel like he was still getting underedited to a degree. Like I feel like he wasn't that big of a presence on the show, which made me think he was going to be a contender, but I guess not. I never really believed Demir would win because of his shallow edit. I mean, I feel like it was definitely more of an understated edit. Like I feel like just because you don't have like a massive edit doesn't mean you can't win. I feel like it's like the content you do get, like because we do see like on like the older seasons at least, like someone like Paul, for example, from season 9, like he didn't get like a massive edit, like especially compared to like people like a Will, but like he did get some content here and there, like and he was never really like dunked on too much, especially not compared to what he probably should have been. But I think that was definitely something that made me think, okay, like maybe they have like Jonathan as like sort of like the really out in front like winner, but then like they have like Demir like in the background, like in case like Jonathan was like a decoy, and like Demir like had like the more of a the silent scenes playing the way for a win. And like I am surprised Ryan got to the end too. Like I felt like Ryan was like he had all the makings of like this like guy that would have like a growth at it over the course of the season. And to be fair, that's kind of what happened. But I thought it was going to lead to like a fourth place finish or something like that. But it didn't, which kind of surprises me. Anywho, we're now in the kitchen. Nothing too crazy happening here. Oh, Carmen, I miss you. All right, now they're just. It would be interesting, like if Ryan wins. Like, is Ramsey gonna be like he reined in Jason? Is that what this is pointing to? I mean, we'll see what happens with this final service and everything. All right, so now Ramsey pulled Jonathan into his office. He said he's one good performance away from the show, and now they're finally showing. Now we're finally seeing the daughter after all this time. And yeah, there's Jonathan's parents there. Oh, so that's interesting. So they do the loved ones visit the file too now. Oh, that's interesting. Jason's already having a lot of problems. Oh yeah, he is. All right, so now, yeah, Jonathan's just getting the time with his family now. We're finally seeing the daughter. John, oh yeah, like yeah, it's a pretty nice interaction. Yeah, yeah. Jonathan's like, nothing can stop me now. Do you think the Fallout 3 challenge was dumb? No. It seems kind of fine to me. Feels like another like. I mean, it's not ideal that they're basing it all on a challenge when it's like. I feel like again, like I feel like services are generally the thing I pay more attention to, but like it's not that harmful. I mean, it's like it doesn't really matter that much. Uh, Instead of Ramsey picking himself, I mean, I'm fine with like there being like other people other than Ramsey picking everyone. But I don't know, like again, like I don't really have that strong of a preference either way. Like obviously, I would like it more if it were like a regular Final Three service, but you know, I'm not gonna complain too much. It's not the worst idea, but the All Stars one is just oh boy. Well, that's something to look forward to. All Stars was awful because the judges weren't chefs. Oh, that sounds pretty bad. That doesn't seem ideal. The last one was the owner, not a chef. I mean, I get like the owner, like that makes some sense because they're gonna be working at the restaurant, and like the owner like wants to know what they're getting into. But yeah, obviously, like you want someone who like knows what they're doing. Anywho, we are now back from commercial. Oh, now it's Ryan's turn. Now it's Ryan's turn for a loved one's visit. One service away from winning this. He's giving the exact same thing to Jonathan. Looks like it's his partner. Who was that? Okay, it is his wife. Okay. How could he form a more objective opinion about a dish if you weren't a chef? Oh yeah, like because like I know like a lot of people think they're great chefs and all. Like it's like at the end of the day, like these people, like if you're not a chef, like you probably have like a very like narrow taste in terms of like what you actually like to eat. Is this his dad? I'm guessing. Who is this? Or is this his brother? All right, so now Ramsey's calling them into both of them into the office. Who is the strongest chef before season 10? Will from season 9 and Dave from season 6. Huh. I'd say Dave. It's probably like the best. Oh yeah, he's just giving him his like. He's just giving them their like chef's jackets. Where I feel like. So wait, why do the black jackets look very similar to the like the broader like the finalist chef jackets like? Because I feel like in the older seasons, like the black jackets have a very distinct like they have the very distinct shoulder pads that make them feel more similar to the regular team jackets. I feel like now like they look barely different from like the finalist jackets. So, like it doesn't feel like that grand. Anywho, anywho, who was the best chef before season 10 who never got a black jacket? Um, trying to think. I'm trying to remember everyone. I know like Lou Ross comes to mind. He was like the first one to pop in my head. I think G's an interesting prospect. Like obviously if G hadn't gotten pulled, she definitely seemed like she had some potential in the game. Haters are probably confused since they can't root against Jason and Jonathan tonight. Elizabeth from season 9? Maybe. Possibly. Gotta be one arm man. Yeah, what do you have against Dave? Dave. Where is Andrew in your Chef 5 season ranking? Well, you're gonna have to wait for the video to come out. But wait, Andrew or Andrea? Oh yeah, Andrea. Uh Andrea's not that high. I mean, like she's like high-ish, obviously because she got the third place. But like she's like lower than our placement. I think LA. I should not think about LA is kind of an underrated chef that got cut. Anywho, it is now service time. All right, they're probably gonna go to commercial right about now. She would have been eliminated in Final Five. She did. Oh yeah, 100%. Like it's a pretty big doctor game, and I do talk about that in the video. Andrew for me is the epitome of each service someone was worse than you. That's not a bad description. I do plan to eventually make like a final boot ranking like all the third placers. So like I think like after I finish like all the seasons, my plan is to do a winner ranking, a runner up ranking, and a final boot ranking. But I can assure you right now, Andrea will not be very high on it. Like I find Andrea is going to be not that dissimilar to Virginia's, if I'm being honest. Oh no. I feel like this could be like a cliffhanger. It's gonna be a fake out. But it does seem like Jonathan's gonna make a mistake, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, now we're getting commercial to that Bob Marley movie. Come on, Johnny boy. Yeah, that's my boy. Paula was the best chef of season 5 over Danny. You're going to see the video to again, like I do weigh in on that debate in the video between Paula and Danny, but I definitely see your point of view. And we're currently at commercial break. I'm guessing this could be a fake out where Ramsey, it's either Ramsey's like, this is perfect, or it's like, this steak, this lamb. Gotta be refired. I don't. Again, I if I had to guess, I think Ryan's just gonna be like it's cooked perfectly because that's how all these fake outs tend to go. Jonathan in the red or blue? I believe Jonathan's in the blue and Ryan's in the red. Oh yeah, like it's usually like something blown way out of proportion. Yeah, the service just started. We are currently at commercial break. There was a cliffhanger right before the commercial. I assume it's gonna be a fake out or something. Anyway, we're probably about to get back from commercial in a moment. What is this for Master Chef Junior? Anyway, we're back now. Oh, that looks raw. Yeah, it's raw lamb. That's not great. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Claudia Tad would be the fair finale. Of course, everyone's favorites. Anyway, Demir's coming back with the lamb again. All right, there we go. It's not there we go. A lot better. Wow, it's the first time he's ever cooked for his father. That's something. Yeah, so right now it's the focus is on Ryan. They're cooking for his like family's table. Alrighty. So thankfully the scallops are ready to go. Red team in season 7 never won a single dinner service. That's true. Did they? Except Final 7, Final 12, where it's both combined wins. Yeah, they never won like a service on their own, basically. Closest thing they had to a win was the episode 4 service, which was a draw in a non elimination episode. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It seems like Demir's definitely struggling here. Oh my god, Demir made another mistake. He put up cold sauce. And a raw steak. All right, so Jonathan has just moved Dunn into meat station, moved to kick Demir off. Melissa season 8 is an underrated bad chef. Oh yeah, so I did record the season 8 video not too long ago. I do rip quite a bit into Melissa. Like Melissa's like not great. I mean, like single-handedly, like she single-handedly sabotaged both both the red team and blue team on back-to-back services, which is really insane. Like you had the whole fillet thing. Yeah, 23 fillets. Like I actually looked at that clip. Like it's just really funny. And then you have like the following service with the scallops. It's like I cooked the how the scallops. I the team. I can't really say that on stream, but yeah, 7 pounds of scallops. It's insane. All right, so now we're going back to commercial. I'm guessing like Ryan had some issues with like Sandra's stuff. Whatever. 1 pound of fillet is like $40. That's nearly $1,000 flushed down the toilet. Yeah, so I did look it up, like how much a fillet costs at Hell's Kitchen, Southern California. It's like $62 or something for. I mean, that's just for the customer, obviously. Obviously, it's not as expensive if you're like the actual meat itself is not as expensive for the restaurant to buy, but it's still like expensive. Like, yeah, it's like the fact that she wasn't eliminated at that service for wasting like $1,000 of produce is like really insane to me. Who? What's your debate between Russell and Jillian? Uh, Again, you'll have to see the video, but I think I have Jillian over Russell. I feel like Jillian was just a more consistent chef over the course of the season than Russell. And like I know like obviously she was cut before the end, obviously. Or Russell at least got to the final two. But I'm just pulling up my thing here. What exactly did I say? It's like yeah, like she did like not great in the past. It's like yeah, she didn't do that great in the past, and like she did do that great in the past, and like even beyond that, it's like there are some things you can point out, like her service 12 isn't particularly great. But I feel like she was a more consistent chef during the season than Russell was. And I feel like a lot of the reason she gets cut at 3 is due to her like past performance and anything else. But I believe I do have Jillian over Russell on the chef ranking for season 8. Jillian was my chef. I don't want to say Russell's better because he doesn't deserve it. Russell was never winning the season. Yeah, I think that is one of Russell's big flaws is that he just wasn't winning the season by the end of it. I feel like Jillian had more of a shot of winning by the end of it, and I feel like had Jillian given a better pass performance, he probably does get to the final too. Melissa was kept to keep the Sabrina Melissa drama. Oh yeah, well even that's not entirely true because Melissa was moved. She was literally moved to the blue team after that service, so it's not like they were keeping them on the same team or anything. Does this lower Demir on the rank? I don't really factor like the finale into the ranking. Like basically like the ranking like only ever looks at like them while they're in the game as a contestant. I don't really factor in like how they do like in the final 2 service because it's like they're not in the game really. They're not really playing for themselves. They're not really playing for themselves, and it's like I don't really factor that into their game. I more so factor it on like the finalists themselves and how they like I factor into like how like their service went, but I don't really factor it into like the eliminated players. So no, this doesn't really affect the beer's placement on the ranking. It probably would affect him like on a general chef ranking, like if I ever do that, but I feel like it doesn't affect his game per se. Anywho, Sandra's dish is good. What a shocker. Where do you have Nona? I have Nona third. Can't see how Ryan loses the service. Oh yeah, like Ryan has been doing a lot smoother than Jonathan. Like it wouldn't shock me if Ryan. Like I don't feel like I'd be like mind blown if Ryan won, but I do feel like the edge is on Jonathan. Like if we are looking on the season as a whole. Anyway, service is almost done now. Yeah, Don is kind of stepping up here. No, I am back from commercial now. We're now like in the home stretch of the service. Also, I will say like Jason has not really played much of a factor in the service. Like, the editing is making you really think it's gonna be Jonathan, considering his large amount of confessionals. I don't think it's necessarily that. It's more so the nature of the confessionals. It's like they're going so far out of their way to prop him up at every single opportunity. And again, like it's not like if Ryan wins, like yes, I'll admit that I was wrong, but okay, we are seeing Ryan making a mistake now with some. I think this is overcooked chicken. All right, well, you know, what, right as I say that Jason wasn't much of a factor here, we do see him screwing up some chicken. That's unfortunate. Last season, Alex was propped up a lot in the edit compared to Alejandro and Daphne. Yeah, again, like I'm not as familiar with like the modern editing techniques of Hell's Kitchen. I feel like a lot of my Jonathan hype was like based off like just just like my like beat my gut more so than anything else. What I know about like Survivor editing. Those to be fair, like if this were Survivor, I would want if this were Survivor US, I probably would think like Ryan would have more of the advantage. Because I feel like they wouldn't have Jonathan this far out in front, but you never know. Actually, if this were Survivor US, like would I think it'd be Sammy? I don't know. I feel like they're like pretty different shows, like editing wise. I feel like they're not one to one. Anyway, service is pretty much done now. Season 19 did editing right because by like Final 12, I had no idea who would win. Uh, I guess we'll see what happens when I get to that season, like how it'll turn out and stuff. Anyway, they're doing like their pretty standard like post mortem stuff. It's like we did it, it's all done. Hey Viper, welcome to the server. Welcome aboard. All right, now it's just commercial. Again, a lot of it's just waiting for the actual reveal and stuff. Only 7 mistakes in final service. Not too bad. Not too bad if you ask me. Oh yeah, it's definitely like a close competition. Again, if I were voting here, I would probably vote for Jonathan solely because of the black jacket stuff. I feel like the black jacket stuff definitely harms Ryan here to a degree on the runner-up ranking. How much it does, I guess I'll wait and see like when I actually put together the ranking. But yeah, it'll be something. Oh yeah, it was a mostly clean like final service. Like there have definitely been like more disastrous ones. I think I figured out who's winning based off Gordon's Insta. What does Gordon's Insta say? He's following Ryan, but not Jonathan. That's kind of interesting. So does that mean Ryan wins? Or is it just a misdirect? Like, what does that mean? That is interesting, though. But the thing is, like, if So like if Jonathan loses, right? Like and like Ramsey doesn't pick him, like why would he not follow him then? Like that doesn't make a ton of sense. Like he clearly still like respected him enough to like get him that deep into the game. So it's like again, like I feel like maybe it could be like either way. Like well, we'll see. Ryan 23 confessionals. While Jonathan has 13. That is interesting. Thing is, I know Emma more than anyone, but I don't follow her on Instagram. Well, that's a shame. I'm sure Mom has some amazing posts on there. Where do I have Elise on the season 9 ranking? I have not made the season 9 ranking yet. I have not fully solidified it, but on my draft, I have Elise set. Oh wow, I have Elise at 4 right now. So like right now, like I've not recorded it. Like yeah, again, it could change from now and then. I currently have Will 1, Paul 2, Jennifer 3, and then Elise 4. Please announce the winner. Please announce the winner. Well, we can't right now because we're at commercial. Do you think the Jennifer boot is one of the worst moves Jersey did? Yeah, like I feel like Jennifer like was definitely like more deserving of getting to the end. Like I feel like her boot round was kind of ridiculous. Anyway, we are now back for commercial. So yeah, we're just passing the time now. We're seeing them talk and stuff. Now we're getting flashbacks. I'm guessing now they're showing all the foreshadowing to no, it's just like one flashback. Never mind. All right, now we're getting more flashbacks now to like Ryan and Jonathan. Yeah, they're really taking their time here. I made a poll in the Discord server where I'm in, where I'm having people guess who's going to win solely based off who's looking at them. How's that poll going? Yeah, they're really just taking their time here. We got 15 people on stream right now. We're getting close to the winner reveal here. All right, time for the moment of truth. All right, more flashbacks. More flashbacks. We all know we're gonna get another commercial before the actual winner reveal. They're just taking their time here. Really fleshing out this theme. Oh yeah, like it's the American dream. Like, did you know the season was all about opportunity? Did you know that this season was all about what this country could be? It's a me, Mario. I'm the winner of Hell's Kitchen. What an honor. Oh yeah, like 1 billion%. This is all just like taking up as much time as possible so they can have another commercial break. Anyway, just gonna go to commercial here. Yeah, we all saw that from a mile away. We got 17 people on stream right now. We are about to find out who is the winner of Hell's Kitchen 22. Whose American dream of becoming head chef at Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen restaurant at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas will come true? We're like a couple minutes away. Your Discord notification sounds are giving me anxiety. It's so weird. I actually don't hear them on my end, but I know like they come out on the other end. Commercials like yeah, I'll probably just be like 2 or 3 minutes, not too long. I'll be back by 9:56. That's a good time. Maybe 9:55 if we're lucky. Anywho, still commercial. So again, I think Jonathan will win. That's my final prediction. That's my final answer. But obviously, we're about to find out. Do you think Raj was not the worst chef of season 8? I actually do not have Raj at the bottom. He is second from the bottom, actually. I feel like in most situations he probably would have, but there's one chef in particular. Anywho, we are now back from commercial. We are about to find out who wins. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. Here we go. One, two, three. Alrighty. Alrighty. The winner, Hell's Kitchen 22. This guy. Ryan has won. You got all your life savings on Jonathan? Oh, that's unfortunate. It's not Curtis. Curtis is not at the bottom. You're broke now. You've lost everything. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry for you. How can I help you? Look at the Wikipedia article. What's on the Wikipedia article? Did it? Oh, yeah, I guess it already updated, but they didn't even do their last names. Like just Ryan, Jonathan. Oh wait, wait. They have John. Wait. So on the sidebar on the right, they have. So on the sidebar on the right, do you see this? So sidebar on the right, they have Ryan as the winner. But on the left bar, they have Jonathan as the winner. Scroll down. If you scroll down, Jonathan's the winner in the contestant progress table. That is so funny. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. What does it say for the episodes too? Like who made this? Who edited this? Jonathan's door opened, making him the 22nd winner of Hell's Kitchen. Jonathan thanked everyone in a victory speech, and Ryan took his defeat graciously. That's so funny. Like someone kind of jumped the gun there. Well, it's not even just that. It's the fact that they had like the right winner on the right side, but everything else on the page said that Jonathan won. So that's just kind of funny. Oh yeah, this is how we remember before the finale. Ryan is the first non-American Hell's Kitchen winner. That's interesting. Yeah, it's pretty good. Alrighty. Alrighty. So I guess that also like I get because I know that also came up on one of our recap streams too. It's like I guess like it's like a thing where it's like where Ramsey goes out of his way to save someone like through a twist, like they're usually the winner. I guess that's probably like that probably should have been like a red flag for me. Like I feel like I feel like I probably should have taken that more into account and stuff. That and also just how massive Jonathan's edit was. Like I did think a small part of me like felt like I should have been a bit more conservative, like with like making like Ryan a winner because he wasn't as out in front. Because like I feel like on certain seasons like the winner's not always out in front, but you live and you learn. You know, can't get them all. Use your preseason pick. Well, it's a pretty good one. You're underwhelmed with his edit. I don't think it's that. Again, I don't think Ryan's edit was terrible in this season. He was definitely one of the bigger characters, like outside Jonathan. Oh yeah, time for the recap show. So yeah, I do have to head off in a couple minutes. again, I'm gonna be joining Flynn Masters Ultra and Ruby on a recap show. Go over to Flynn Masters channel. I'm probably just gonna sign off now, so I can like go to the bathroom and stuff and get ready. But any other thoughts before y'all get off? Checking out? Yeah, I'll see you in a few, Ultra. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Again, go over to Flynn's channel. I'll be over there in just a few. See ya.